Hey everybody, this is Doug Shaw for 3 Max Oceanside and MakeMaineYourHome.com. In this week's episode of the Make Maine Your Home podcast, I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why I live in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. You know, a while back I did a couple videos on like the area and things like that, and I did one that's called 3 Reasons Why I Live in Maine, and it's getting a lot of traction. So, I'm assuming you people out there like these types of things. So I wanted to kind of talk about why I live in Cape Elizabeth, and so let's do this. All right, guys. So like I said, I'm going to talk today about 3 reasons why I live here in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. And the 3 reasons really quick, and then I'll kind of go in more detail. The 3 reasons are really the biggest reason we moved in is because we got little kids, and the school system here is one of the top of the state. And, we'll talk a little bit about that. And how that affects not only raising your kids, but your home values, things like that. So, and then also, let's see, the other one is water. If you want to be around water, whether it's the ocean or fresh water, Cape Elizabeth has it. It's really great. And then there's like a great trail system here. That's one thing, just kind of getting outdoors. The land trust here in Cape Elizabeth and the town of Cape Elizabeth does a great job with their trails. So let's talk about all 3 of those things in a little bit more detail. So let's see. First off, I got schools as the first one on my list. I don't know if it's necessarily in order, but I thought what I'd do here is pull up my laptop here. It's been a while since I actually Googled the rating for Cape Elizabeth, so I thought I would do that. So I'm going to go to Google here. I'm going to type in search school ratings in Maine. And right here at the top, it kind of has like that little Google thing, they pull information from a web page and all that. So I'm going to go right to this page and see what the rankings are. So this website is looks like schooldigger.com. I don't know. I think this looks really familiar, so I think I've been on this before. So looking at elementary school first. Number 1 is up in Bangor, Fruit Street School. I'm not necessarily familiar with that. But then number 2 is Cape Elizabeth Elementary School. Pond Cove Elementary is the name of the elementary school here in Cape Elizabeth. So we got number 2 ranking. Let's see, we were number 3 in 2018, so we went up 1 ranking for this year. I know 2019, they haven't, I don't think the rankings came out for 2020 yet. So anyway, we went up a little bit. So number 2 in the state for elementary. So let me see, I'll click here on middle school. Ooh, ding, ding, ding. Middle school, Cape Elizabeth Middle School is number 1. And apparently ranking in 2018, we were ranked number 5, so we went up 4 spots this year to number 1. That's cool. Hey, how about that? Seeing that my oldest daughter's in middle school right now. That's awesome. So let's check high school. High school, Cape Elizabeth High School is number 1 again. Last year it was number 2, and this year it's up 1 spot to number 1. So you can see that Cape Elizabeth ranks very high. And again, the rankings probably aren't in for 2020. Let me just click around here. Yeah, it's not giving me an option for that yet. So, that might adjust. But either way, every time I've looked at this over the last, 5, 6, 7 years, Cape Elizabeth has always kind of been at least in that top 5 ranking for schools in the state of Maine. So that's one big reason that we moved here, because we do have little kids. And we wanted to make sure that we were in a good school system for them. And then also because of a good school system, because I'm a real estate broker, I did want to explain really quick that it does affect the values of houses. If you have a poor school system, the values of the houses can go down because people won't be attracted to moving there. Families won't be. But because Cape Elizabeth has great school systems, it does attract a lot of families, and it does, a lot of people like to move here for that. All right. Let's see. Next up, water again, and this is in no order. Let's see, water. I put that down because it's really about, we're an oceanfront community, but we do also have a great big freshwater pond here called Great Pond. But waterfront is awesome. I did a couple podcasts. I recommend checking them out if you're interested. I did one about Fort Williams, and then I did one about Crescent Beach and Kettle Cove. So Cape Elizabeth has a few beaches here. Crescent Beach, Kettle Cove. I think there's a beach over in Fort Williams. I think that's about it. No, Secret Beach, is that inside? No, not Secret Beach. Casino Beach. I think that's not necessarily public, but I think that might be Cape Elizabeth, South Portland. Anyway, there's a few beaches here in Cape Elizabeth. The waterfront is fantastic. Fort Williams is great. The Lobster Shack that's up there is right there on the water. Oh, Two Lights State Park is awesome. You know, they got lots of like cool trails that go down to the water. Not necessarily like a beach area. It's very rocky, but a lot of great spots to kind of, you know, set up like a grill and have like a cookout, have the family out there, right? You know, overlooking the water. It's a really nice park out there. But if you want to enjoy the ocean, Cape Elizabeth has that. But then also there is a giant pond right in the middle of Cape Elizabeth. You got, you know, if you look on the map, like an overview, you'll see it's called Great Pond, and it's really awesome. It's there's no motorcraft in there. If you're gonna go in there on a boat, you gotta have a kayak or a canoe that you have to walk in. Although the town does have some racks there that us residents can, you know, get one and, you know, store your canoe there. But we love it. We actually, my family, we live close to Great Pond, so we're out there all the time. And it's not awesome just in the summer. It's also awesome in the winter too, because when it freezes over, like before the snow, we get out there, we ice skate, we play hockey. People ice fish out there in the wintertime. It's really awesome. So that's another great thing is water. We're oceanfront, but then we also have some freshwater options as well. Really great. So number 3, I wrote down here was trails. Man, if you like just getting outdoors and like hiking and stuff like that, there are some great trail systems here in Cape Elizabeth. I also did a podcast about the Cape Elizabeth Land Trust, and I do recommend you checking that out as well. But the Land Trust and the town kind of have like this, they work together a lot. You know, it's called the Green Belt here in Cape Elizabeth, and there's trails all over the place through Fort Williams. There's Robinson Woods is over there. That's a big trail system. There's just random trails. I think it's Winnick Necks Woods is another trail system over off of like Sawyer and Spurwink there, Fickett, you know, that area. Eastman, there's trails over there. There's trails all around Great Pond that you can walk basically from my neighborhood, like over in the Fowler area, all the way out to Kettle Cove. It's really great. There's trails over like near Hannaford Cove, all over the place. If you want to get outdoors, there's no shortage of things to do on the trail systems. They're groomed really well. They're awesome. You know, most of them are pet friendly. So if you have some pets, you can bring your dogs out there. It's really great. So those are the 3 reasons why we live in Cape Elizabeth. The school system, it's a waterfront community, and the trail system is awesome. Just get outside and enjoy it. Anyway, I hope this helps. If you're looking to move to Cape Elizabeth and want to learn a little bit more about it, comment below, send me an email. You know how to get in touch with me. And remember, if you're going to make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. Hey everyone, thank you for watching or listening to the Make Maine Your Home podcast. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to subscribe to it, hit the little bell so you get notified when new episodes come on, and share it via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or wherever you hang out. And be sure to check out my website at makemaneyourhome.com, and of course my YouTube channel at youtube.com/makemaneyourhome. And as always, remember, if you're going to make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.